Alright, gang. I had an experience yesterday. Young co-worker had a meeting. Had to look at some shit on the damn computer. Hated it, but I made it through. Anyway, another co-worker come in and rattled this young person's chain a little bit, to put it mildly. And I looked at it and I was like, well, I saw it happening. And I used what they call mitigated speech. And I probably should have just put out a plain old command. But the point got across. Leave the kid alone. And the other one left. The youngin' looked at me and told me thanks. And I was like, what are you talking about? For backing them off. No problem. Then I proceeded. I said, you got his methods. I didn't tell them this, but I'm telling y'all this. I've read a book way back. Yeah, I can read. It was on dog training. And the book discussed methods, how they train these attack dogs. And they'll take this dog and put it in a room or behind a wall. And as soon as that dog, they'll send an intruder, supposedly intruder up. And as soon as that dog gets wind of it and it yips, the intruder leaves. And the intensity keeps going. You know, the intruder gets a little closer, the dog barks, and the intruder leaves. And then what it's doing is amplifying the dog's actions. The dog ramps it up because it builds its confidence up. And then eventually they show the intruder and they got the dog suit on, and then it's just different levels of aggression for the dog. It's usually red zone, and they've achieved their goal with the dog. Flash forward a little bit. I had a supervisor, and I was charged with looking over another department in the facility. And he was there, and he was frustrated because the crew in that department, it wasn't our normal area. We had got voluntold pretty much to go over there and handle that. We were. So he was there, he's frustrated, and they were just pushing the envelope on issues and policy and trying to get away with rape and murder over there. Killing time and fucking the clock. And fucking the company. And I said, dude, it's like this, man. You get somebody, every day they come up, they nudge you. Hey, man, how's it going? You know, they nudge you. They just tap you on the arm, or they elbow you or something. And you don't think anything. And then the next day it comes along, they elbowing you. Hey, buddy, what's up? You know, blah, blah, blah. And this continues on. Their action doesn't amplify. It stays the same. But what does amplify is the feeling that you hate them nudging you. You know, and it gets to the point like, God dang, that's bothers you. Know, right? You keep it bottled up, and then eventually one day you made up your mind. If this motherfucker touches me one more day, I'm gonna bust him in the jaw. He comes in, he nudges you, you draw back, and you draw blood. Who's at fault? Them for nudging you, or you for not saying anything at first? Food for thought. So I told the kid basically those same two. And then I said, look, you're a small stature person and you're young. You're gonna have to fight twice as hard to get anywhere. But what you got to do right out of the gate is establish boundaries. If you don't like a certain action, you nip it in the fucking bud. Handle it. Set them straight. It's like, I think Trace Atkins wrote a song. You gotta whoop a man's ass sometime. No, that don't really mean you gotta go out there and beat the shit out of them. It's fun, but that shit goes both ways. Keep them in check. Had another co-worker, aggravating bastard, like to go up and basically challenge your manhood. He'd play, get really close, and just be annoying as shit. So if this motherfucker does this one more time, I was hot. It was hot. We were working, I was trying to get something done. I was new on the staff and nervous about my skill set, but the one damn thing I wasn't nervous about was this shit's fixing to stop. So this fucker got a little close, and I grabbed him in a bear hug and licked him up the side of his face. It's like trying to throw a cat out of a car window. Not that I've ever thrown a cat out of a car window, but he was clawing and clamoring, and he got the hell away. And I haven't had any problems again. Those 3 stories should feed you enough information for you to make a decision. Keep people in check. We feed those personalities. We help them grow. We groom those assholes. If you don't like a certain behavior, don't create that environment. Nip it. Whoop their ass. Not physically, but keep them in check. Just food for thought, gang. This is Mo, damn it. Tire Creek Ironworks out.